How do you keep a balanced life when you're communicating with people as you're growing spiritually? Some of the questions that may come across may be, now that I'm growing spiritually, I'm starting to be aware of what's going on. How do I relate to folks? I don't have the same interests. They just can't get me. Now I feel a lot more alone, but I'm ready to just move to the hills. These are all questions that we all have when you're growing spiritually and you're starting to feel enlightened, awakened, more conscious, whichever one it is, as you're finding God, the universe, whatever you may call that. But at the end of the day, we still interact and we still have to live here. So how do we do it? It's really been on my mind because as you're trying to integrate both worlds and you're growing, it's natural for your interest to change. So you may listen to different music, you may start watching different television programs, or you may stop watching TV altogether because you want to connect within. But what if you're a business owner or you work at a job and you have to interact with your coworkers? To be able to be successful in this lifestyle, even if you're not planning to be a spiritual teacher, you must be able to interact and relate. I know for myself, when I was going through my process and as I was growing, I actually stopped watching television. So going through that period of not knowing what to say to someone, not understanding what's going on in today's world, not seeing what celebrity or anything is going on, I was a mute to the situation. But as you're growing with a business, you have to learn how to interact. So what I found was scheduling. By scheduling out the time to stay grounded within myself by continuing my spiritual practices, but also then finding like an hour or two out of the day to actually watch what's going on out in the world. So whether it's world news, something that's going on fun, so that way when I'm meeting with a client, interacting with some folks, there is some level of conversation and knowledgeability. Now, I made the decision from being a photographer to doing this, to being here to help awaken people and help them through their journey. As I'm doing this, I found that it was actually essential for me to understand what's going on in the world so that way I can better relate to them and assist them. So if you're not becoming a spiritual teacher, that's completely cool, but we still need to be able to relate to folks. So first off is 1, stay grounded in who you are and by knowing who you are. And 2, accept that the challenges and the changes are supposed to happen. It is a natural process for you to shed certain television shows and start watching or maybe stop watching TV altogether. Your music will change, and maybe going to a club, going to a party is not your thing anymore, but actually maybe doing nature walks or things of that nature. Everybody's journey is different. Some of the stuff may have always been you. That's okay. But if you're going through these rough patches and you're adjusting and certain things just aren't working with you, or you find that your energy, here are some cues. If you have energetic drains that are going on, then that is your signal that you're doing something or not in alignment with your spirit. So stay in alignment with your spirit by staying grounded and knowing who you are by meditating, okay? And then you apply your skills by, scheduling things out, by balancing out your life different. So maybe you spend an hour or 2 at the end of the week, scroll through Facebook or whatever news that you favor, whether it's online or on the television, and be aware of something so that way when you do have to interact with a coworker or someone for business or even just like your family and friends, you can actually relate to them. And possibly because you are grounded, you can help them. And what I've also learned is as you help people, you also help yourself, because like attract like. God. All right, guys, so until next time, this is Keshia, and I want to challenge you to MAP, which is meditate, apply, and pray your way into a better life to have universal love. If you find this video useful or know someone else that can benefit, I encourage you to like, comment, and share. Thanks, and I'll see you next time.